Going. Favorite Bible verse?
Yeah, the heartbeat boys.
Bible verses are 2 numbers. Hello, welcome everybody to the Happy Boys. We're going to talk about drinks. I'm Brian by Licky.
And I'm your co-host, of course, the creepy uncle of podcasting, aka Uncle Cream. Hi, dear little Cream Nation. Oh, I'm recording live episodes from Crematorium. I'm your editor-in-chief here at Cream Weekly, Dr. Off Scream reporting for duty. Cream, yes, Cream. And AKF, of course, all creams are bastards. I'm your OGC, the original gangsta Cream.
I get down with the OGC.
Yeah, you know me. You know,
Right on.
It was a test, this show, to see if one particular person listens. And on the very following episode of Lonely Boys, after the first time we did that came out, Gagan joined in. He knew. He's like, you thought you had me. You thought I wasn't going to hear it. You thought I wasn't going to do my co-hostly duties. And he immediately picked up on it. So I hadn't talked about our show in a long time. And he's on it. Because there's all the time he's like, yeah, I'm very behind. But I'll get to it. And I don't need him to do it.
on 4x speed so he can...
Yeah, that's true.
He gets through the whole...
These episodes take him like 10 minutes to listen to.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What's up? How you been?
I've been good. I was going to ask you something. I had a really big question prepared for our opening banter.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Have you heard the tribute album yet? To Stop Making Sense.
I have
tribute
not.
album?
I have not.
Okay.
I listened to... what was the 4th track that got released?
I only heard...
Girlfriend's Better.
Oh, that's the best one.
Oh, I thought that was
That's the best one. So if you don't like it,
that's really unfortunate.
Then that shit it fucking rips. I'm telling you, blast it in your car and you'll feel like the coolest guy in the whole world.
I did, and I was like, I thought it was like a little too different, and I was like, I get they're trying to put their own spin on it. I couldn't find. I feel like it's very groovy from the Talking Heads version. Both versions are very groovy. I couldn't find.
Let me spoil you even more and tell you that is one of the more faithful versions.
Okay.
It goes Burning Down the House, number 1 is the most faithful, and then that is the second most faithful, probably.
I think I like the Lord one. That's Take Me to the River, right?
Oh yeah. Need more energy.
That was pretty good.
It's just hard because the Stop Making Sense versions all take the energy up a notch from
they're
the recordings.
Cocaine fueled rock,
and then a lot of these tribute songs are like real slow or like too cool. I don't know. So interesting. Yeah, good luck with that.
Living up to David Byrne's age, he is very aged. That man.
Yeah. His version of the Paramore song. What song did he cover? It was fucking awful. Hard Time. He did Hard Times, and it's just exactly Hard Times, but it goes Hard Times. It just sounds disgusting. Yeah, so that's that. That's Paramore and Talking Heads talk.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so for that's a good opening segment. Second opening segment, we apologize.
Sorry,
we missed a couple weeks.
We had 1 week.
We had some family stuff.
Yeah, fuzzy
My
family
grandpa died.
and an old family.
Yeah,
in that order.
That's right. one day apart. Crazy.
But, yeah, most of the people that went to your grandpa's wake left early so they can come to Puma's wake.
Yeah, it's a bunch of cats.
Grandpa's funeral just full of stray cats, no people.
The barbershop chorus, it was all cats.
That's kind of cute.
They were all trying to bat moths around to make sure they leave.
Yeah, classic cat behavior. You know your cats real well. Always swinging at moths.
Hey, I call them as a season.
Yeah. But yeah, that's in the family, and we're happy to be here.
Be fucking nice to us, all right?
Yeah, be sad for us.
Yeah.
Here's a guy. We have somebody here that I think is sad to be here.
He was saddened because we've been trying to get him on the podcast since. I think we had him scheduled for before the deaths, before a bunch of other stuff. Ross Underwood.
Wow,
long-time listener, you said. That's right. We're doxing him. It's okay. Uh-oh. What happened?
I was fucking pissed off that he came on. I was like, I didn't think he was actually going to show up. And once he did, he chimed in. I was like, get me the fuck out of here. For the audio listeners, I fully closed out of the call as soon as Ross was introduced.
Yeah, to be fair here, guys, we've been trying for, 8 months? Something like that to get me on here?
It's been a while.
That'd be a good bit if both of us, as soon as we introduce you, we both just X out of the Discord chat.
We can end it right here. Like, I'll finish the podcast off. I'll drink the rest of the alcohol in my fridge, which is a lot, and we'll leave it at me blacking out with the mushrooms.
Hell yeah! I mean, speaking of ending it here, I do plan on ending it all on a podcast. I hope I either die on a podcast, or potentially on my 30th birthday, I will end it on. Well, let's record at 12 a.m. July 31st.
We're talking about ending the drinking, right?
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Right. Yeah. Listen, Brennan has a pit in his backyard that is reminiscent of a Sarlacc pit.
It rivals the Pawnee pit as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Did you fill it with little balls for a ball pen and like
Close. There are like 1,000 baseballs in there. It's like the fucking Sandlot. A lot of pits. Should we do a pit ranking?
I think you can get a good amount of pit rankings, like at least 10. You could get 10.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's the holes from holes.
Those are holes. They're not pits.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They. Ooh.
It's in the name of the book and the movie, Ross.
Yeah.
It's not called
and the song. Digging up them.
Classifies a pit?
Guys, maybe it's like width. It's got to be pretty wide and.
Yeah, I think it's got to have something to do with like you can fall into it.
You fall into a
hole.
That's right.
I don't know.
But they also don't. They call them armpits, but they don't call it like
arm
vagina pit.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's actually a fair statement.
You know, maybe we should start referring to them as pits.
Listen, butt pit. I would get into that.
Yeah.
Let me see that butt pit, girl.
It's one of the 3 smelly pits.
From now on, when you want to fart, you have to stick your hand into your butt crack. Make a fart noise.
My sphincter is very strong, so I can just do it without all the air.
Oh, I knew a guy that could do that. Well, he had to suck in, and release. He was really good at it. AJ Sierra, very good, very fast. I think he might still hold the mile record at Lindenhurst High School. Was very talented at inhaling air through his ass and releasing it again as a fart.
Oh, fun!
You heard it go in. It's really cool. You hear like a breath. Yeah, so you gotta be careful. You can't get too close, especially if you're a smaller person.
Right.
You will get sucked in.
You get sucked in.
Yeah.
It's like Kirby.
Nice.
Represent.
For the YouTubers.
The little pink hole of madness.
That's right. That's what him and Kirby have in common.
That's that was the Japanese name at first, and then they localized it.
The pink hole of madness.
Yeah. So Ross, this is the first time you're on the Hobby Boys. How did well, I know like we told you to listen to it, we forced you to listen to it, but like kind of give us an idea of like how you've seen the show progress. Did you watch it from like back to front, or did you start from most recent to least recent?
I went all the way to the very beginning where this was in pure infancy and you guys had no clue what was going on.
That's right.
Wow.
We're sorry.
Yeah, it was kind of brutal.
What made you power through?
I did. What made me power through? Alcohol.
Okay. Our love for alcohol, or are you drinking? Or like I got nothing else to do while I drink.
We'll go from a little bit from column A and some from column B.
Okay. So I know you mentioned off pod that you listen to this on your drive to work a lot. So I'm just a little confused.
Yeah. So at 6 a.m. in the morning, when I'm really hankering for, destroying my liver. I just think of you guys. I'm like, they did it last night. I know I could listen to them all morning. So I thought the progression over time, you guys have really kind of honed it in, reined it in really well.
Okay. got a bunch
Is this all Brennan's doing? Are you saying
like
no?
it.
I had nothing this.
There's all this guy.
Yeah, I've done absolutely nothing. So I mean, that's for sure.
It is, but like at the same time, I appreciate it. That's very nice. We've gotten that before from maybe one other guy, and I think it's a compliment in the way that it's true, but at the same time, I think it more just says how shitty we were, not how good we are now. You know, I think
Right.
like
There's a lot of work to be done. And
Yeah.
we did some of it.
Man, yeah, I think if you don't start off like dog shit, that means that you're too good. You shouldn't be doing this.
Oh.
too interesting.
you
should have a different job.
You should be doing something else because you're probably better at that.
Yeah, 100%. You're a natural. So
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. Go do something else. Leave this to
Let
people.
the average
who wanna
guys
grow.
do average shit.
Like podcasts, man. I'm telling you.
Well, thank you, Ross.
No,
Now,
you guys have really expanded and gone. Like it sounds so much better now. I love the shit you put in here. Just the songs in the beginning is great. The little what is it? The Brian's wacky
Oh
questions.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man. It gets me. I'm like, okay, putting shit like that in here. That's you see a lot of other podcasters try and do shit like that, and it's like, all right, you do too much on a soundboard, or you do it at the weird times, and maybe not doing this live really helps because some people that do it live are hot garbage.
I would agree with that, but at the same time, we do almost zero editing too. Like we have it
Right.
available to us, the tools of it. But what
You
we
hear it.
saw, what you
just
see
slap it.
is going out
Yeah.
there.
Listeners, this is what you're hearing right now.
This is what you're getting.
Unedited
This is raw
footage
audio.
And they're all like, "Yeah, we know. We're not surprised."
All right.
You can tell.
All right, cut all that.
We do have one of those coming up later, a little bit later. I mean, you know what? What made us do that in the first place too was there's this fucking guy that Peter Loltz that reviewed our podcast, and one of the only things
Oh
that I
my
took from
God.
him, because he gave a bunch of like shitty advice, and his podcast no longer
I
exists.
can't believe you remember his name.
No, Peter's our friend's name. I do remember Peter Del Rey's name.
There's a Peter Lowell's, and I was like, that was.
I can't remember Peter Del Rey's name.
Fucking, his wedding was crazy.
Ruined my
Christmas was
memory
great.
forever after that. This guy, whoever he was, he had a show where he listened to podcasts and reviewed them, and Brian reached out and got him to review ours, and like he tore it apart, which is fair.
so.
But I think the things he focused on were like things that I didn't think was wrong with the podcast, like the stuff that we knew was wrong with it, he didn't comment on at all.
Right.
But like very silly things. But one of the things I did pick up, I was like, I guess we could like add some bullshit to the beginning so people don't get super bored by just like, here's a bunch of voices for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's why we mostly added our first segment.
What did you drink last week?
Whoa. Bought by Brian for $10.
Wowza. We have to say it every time.
Amazing.
Well
That's
spent
$10
$10.
ever spent. Ross, you want to kick it off? You had an
Wow.
eventful weekend.
So I went to a wedding Saturday. Shout out JD's,
Nice.
man. Congrats on the
wedding?
marriage.
The Dieters.
Emma as well. Yeah, the daters, actually, it's daters.
Oh.
He is very harping about that. Love him for it, though. I don't blame him. Somebody called me
Underwood.
Underwood, but yeah, I had an incredibly long Saturday, so I drank a lot. Do you just want me to go through the whole Saturday, or just list off the amount, the different drinks? I mean,
You can list off as you go through your Saturday.
oh
Yeah.
jeez, okay. So,
We'll interrupt here and there.
Yeah.
yeah, so about 8 a.m., wake up, make coffee, Kahlua in the coffee.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Yeah,
Was that your
had
creamer?
to start with something. Yeah, only on work days.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Every day.
Every day is a work day, man.
Hell yeah.
No, that's just to get the day going. I knew it was going to be a long one, so
Mhm.
started with some Kahlua. My good roommate, who has already been on here, we had
Last week.
enjoyed our nice coffee and Kahluas.
I haven't done
Shout
that.
out
Sounds
Jake.
good. Kahlua is like I haven't poured it in a while, but it is like a creamy color, right? It's like Bailey's color-ish, or is it darker?
It's dark.
It's like a syrupy black.
Oh, so it doesn't change the color too much of black coffee.
Nope. It
It's
does
not
change
like,
the flavor.
Bailey's. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sweet. So
Yeah.
yeah, start off with that. Go to the wedding, beautiful wedding. Um, skip, fast forward, they kiss. That was cool.
Oh,
I didn't think
so
we'd get to that
gross.
part. I'm kind of grossed out
disgusting.
now.
yeah, I should have left that one out. It was icky.
It was
Appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, it is inappropriate for the show. It's not what I like to talk about.
So then they had a solid 2 hour, 3 hour layover until the reception. So I came back to here and decided to pregame the reception.
I love that. I
Um,
love if it's like local enough and you have like a couple hours between.
Oh.
Like, well, let's hang out in a hotel room or wherever we can congregate. Slam some.
It got dangerous, boys.
Nice.
Yeah, I
So,
came
so
back
Ross,
here.
because the wedding was in Fredericksburg, like everything was like very local, right?
Yeah, it was 10 minutes away.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Literally.
That whole
Yeah.
situation is dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really pipes it up.
Were you invited to this, Brian? Is that why you have that koozie?
No, this is a gift from Ross.
Ah.
He stuffed his shirt pockets filled with them.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that. That's.
That's coming. It's coming. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's coming. Jake actually whipped his koozie out. Not it. He also whipped it out.
At the
As he
wedding
does.
when they
With the
kiss.
koozie on it.
Jake wasn't invited either.
Yeah.
Wow.
Small. Yeah, it was a small list. Small reception. So
Only 10 people. It's only 10 guests.
it was like two. Me and one other weird guy.
Like a huge wedding hall, massive.
Huge wedding. Yeah, I forgot I even gave one to Jake. He pulled it out, and I was like, how did you get that?
You stole them and just went gallivanting around town, tossing them like
yeah.
frisbees.
Pretty
I
much.
probably gave one to some random person. Was like, here you go, man. Enjoy the wedding. 2 a.m. on my ride home.
Nice.
Yeah, so we pregame the reception, and that's where it all started.
Well, what was your beverage of choice during the pregame?
Yeah, there were shots of Gooch Hooch. Can I plug them? Is that cool?
Yeah,
Gooch Hooch?
do 'em. Let's get us a sponsor.
Yeah.
Sick,
Gooch
yeah, man.
Hooch?
Gooch Hooch. Yeah, they're local.
That sounds like a sponsor. Someone that actually might sponsor us.
It's phenomenal. So it is. It's not very high in alcohol
Oh.
content, but it's 40 proof. It tastes like fucking syrup, but it is pure corn liquor.
Interesting. Do they?
yeah,
I guess
stuff-
do they just like not ferment all the sugar out? It just keeps it a little sweet or something.
Well, it's a flavored. It's blackberry, so I would
okay.
assume. Yeah, when you combine. I'm not an alcohol guy yet. I haven't done my first brew, so I don't.
Oh,
I understand the fermentation process, but
right. You're not
not
you
as
can't
well
deep
as
dive.
our. Yeah, our general over here, Mr.
Interesting.
Bilecki, understands that stuff very well.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
that's me.
that mead you made, man, that stuff is
Oh yeah,
phenomenal.
that is
so,
good.
That was good.
That is good stuff.
It was good.
That is like if I was gonna have a shot, I'm not a shotman, but if I was going to have anything, it would be something like that. That is like lower proof or like a mixed shot. Like the Lindenhurst crew where I'm from, all of my high school friends are big on the green tea shot. If you can get like a big batch of
Yeah.
green tea shots at a wedding, get like 20 of them, bring them over in a giant platter and hand them out like you're the fucking king. That's a huge move at Long Island weddings.
Like you did all the work.
Yeah, like, look what I made. Look what I just whipped up.
The woman's sweating behind in the bar. What the fuck?
Keep saying
Oh, you want a tip? Here's a tip for
I
you.
flicked the
Maybe
recorder.
make more next time.
Tip, I give you the whole thing. That's a Long Island joke.
Old man Jenkins.
Yeah. That's a joke that my
So-
boss's dad would make genuinely every day. Thought it was funny. It is funny, I guess, because he's old.
Yeah,
makes it to you, it's
I don't
funny.
think we could
Yeah.
get away with that.
No.
Yeah, that's an AARP joke.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like
You
in the
haven't
back of the
gotten that in the
magazine.
mail
It
yet.
gives you one joke every month, and that must have been.
We should start doing that to our patrons, subscribers, everyone that we know that listens to the show.
Joke of the month.
We should send them a joke by email every month.
Wow, that's a really good idea.
That would be fun. Send us your emails.
Yeah, I expect a backlog of jokes for the past.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know how long.
I mean, I guess that'd only be
So,
like one per month. It's 36. Was we doing this 3 years or 4 years? 48?
I think we're on. getting
5
close to
years?
4.
4. Okay, 48 jokes. I'll give you. We'll round up to 50 jokes for you guys. How about that?
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Starting our own joke book. What is this, fucking 1962?
That's fun. People love tactiles.
Funny jokes from the
print
Happy
them out.
Boys.
Funny jokes.
50
Great
funny laughables.
I'd buy that. 50 pages.
You're making it. You're the one who's making it. You're gonna buy, I guess you'd buy your own book.
Shit.
Of course, you buy your own book.
That's right.
That's like
Yeah,
when
if you guys managed to come up with 50 jokes.
Okay.
That's
tough.
tough.
Yeah,
It's tough.
that's a lot. I mean, years. But
we-
you guys had 4 years under your belt. I think you guys can pull something together pretty quick.
I mean, we have
By next
the
week.
tip whole thing joke so far.
49 to go.
49 to go. I thought you were going to call
Actually,
me out
that's
on that.
plagiarism since AARP. They took that joke. That's their joke.
Yeah, all right.
Brad, I don't think you can own a joke, can you? Unless it's like stand up.
Talk to Jerry, man. Seinfeld's all over his
Hmm.
shit.
Yeah, here he's pretty anal.
Pop-Tart movie, whatever.
I think I'm just going to type into ChatGPT, give me 50 jokes similar to tip/whole thing.
Oh,
And see what comes out.
We could
Let's
say
send
that
that
joke
whole
50
thing out.
times.
What do you say?
So we could say that joke 50 times.
That's a good joke in itself.
Yeah, I think so. We're done. We need 48 more.
yeah. First joke is that joke 50 times.
Yeah,
There you go,
49
boys.
of the same jokes, and the last
And
page
go.
is a different joke.
Oh, man.
All right,
Uh,
Ross. Sorry to interrupt you. Where did you leave off? You were
You're
pre-gaming.
good. Gooch Hooch. Pardon
Gooch
me,
Hooch,
I'm
right.
sorry. Yeah, I got to stop saying
Can you
that.
can you
It's
let us
not
know
fun.
about how many shots you think you had of Gooch Hooch?
Oh, man. Jake, myself, two of our buddies came out from the wedding. We polished off half the bottle, so I don't
Okay.
know what that, 5, 6 each.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, we did a power hour
Hell yeah.
during that
Oh, yeah.
time frame.
Love the
Yeah,
power hour.
it was eventful, I would say that. I drank a lot of Angry Orchard and Imperial. What's it? Bold Rock Imperial.
Maybe.
That was what you
Yeah.
had on during your power hour.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Very bold.
yeah.
So Ross-
I can't drink beer. Yeah,
Ah.
sorry, man. No, Brian, you got it.
No, that's it. That's it. It's your body, man. You got to talk about it. I was going to say that's part of the reason why we're
And
We're on this
people,
today.
people that are watching on YouTube are begging you to talk about your body.
Yeah, it's a little chunky right now. I'm working on it. It's gonna go from chunky
You-
to damn.
You're on your way to dim. It's on the way.
Yeah, so I have an allergy to beer. Developed, I don't know, a year ago, something like that.
Oh
maybe
wow,
longer.
recently. Wow.
Yeah, I just kind of kept drinking through it. I thought it was nothing. So
Oh, I do. I think we talked about this a little bit when we went to brunch when I was there. I forget. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll come
yeah,
back.
so I brought up, hey, can we do some seltzers so that way I'm not like blood red on this show.
Okay.
So,
Is it-
yeah.
obliged.
See, that's
As
kind of a
gracious
good
hosts.
segue into our drink of the day.
Ooh.
But we're not segue guys. Brian, what did you drink last week?
No, that's right. Ross, you have anything you want to kind of round out with towards the end?
Yeah, I guess any big ones, like a his or hers drink that you might have had, or like something
Oh,
a standout
so,
of the night.
Old fashioned for his and
yeah.
double. I was just pounding. I was double fisting double old fashions and Jack and Cokes the whole reception.
Hell
so,
yeah.
Brian
classic.
saw me later that night, and he saw
did.
the state I was in. So
And this ties into what I drank.
Oh,
yeah,
I was.
you're
kinda
pouring
wanna-
double old fashions out the window into Brian's mouth.
I was running alongside the limo, like the Flash.
Or like Josh
Um,
Greenberg at one of our cross country practices.
That's
When
a
he-
reference that only I understand.
He came late to practice. We were all the way up a mountain for practice, and he was my roommate. I didn't know where he was. My coach didn't know. He was pissed off. He was going to kick him off the team potentially. And then as we turn into the state park, that is so many miles away and a climb of elevation up, Josh Greenberg just comes running past the truck, the van that was carrying all of us, and just goes, "What took you guys so long?" Just runs past us. Made it seem like he ran like 50 miles to catch up to us, but got a ride and then like got out just in time to make it look like he ran. It was very
Yeah.
funny.
Very comical.
Very comical.
Yeah, that kid's a genius.
Yeah, comedy genius.
He's very smart. So last week I was on Long Island, and I had a couple beers, or like a beer a night usually.
It's a Long Island way.
You have to drink to satiate and quiet all the noise.
Yes.
I think. But I went to Brendan's house for the first time since they moved
Yay.
into their new place. I saw what they had done, and let me tell you, a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff going on there. Love it.
What a cliffhanger! I was like, oh,
Yeah.
please, I hope
So
you
they
liked
got a
it.
garden now. They got a garden now.
The pit is
They have
not
a
a
lot
part of our yard. Leave the pit. It's on my dad's table.
Is separated.
It's
Yeah,
not me.
Yeah. But Brendan was very gracious and allowed me to have some of his reserve beers that he was saving
They
for
were
a special occasion.
fresh. They were fresh, good ones. They were not like
Okay,
shit I was
fine.
leaving behind.
All right, fine.
only keep
I was trying
quality
to
stuff
fucking gussy you up and make you sound like a gracious host, and you just shot it down.
Well,
He doesn't want it.
the way you said reserve made it seem like, oh, this like leftover bullshit that he had is trying to get rid of. He gave me.
No. Reserve is a good thing.
Oh,
You're like they have like wine reserves. Like, oh, this is our reserve.
oh, yeah.
Right,
That's me.
right.
What Brian's actually saying is you pulled it out of the back of your fridge and it's been sitting there for about
That's
3
what I
years.
thought he meant. But I guess it makes sense. Like even like when you they think about people that have seats reserved for themselves, it's not like all we had was these left at the front.
Oh, these shiny good seats. Oh, that's all you have reserved. Like, I wanted those ones up there with the cobwebs.
I see now. Yes, I am the best.
Right. So I had a Sand City Blueberry Ale, and there was one more that was really good. It was
I'll give you one of the
a lager.
Yeah, one of the Jack Sabby lagers.
Yeah, that was really good.
Those are good. Those are good. Those are my $10 Whole Foods 4-packs that I love.
Wow, that's
Sabby.
crazy.
Jack Sabby kills it. And they're just high quality. And that
Yeah.
that blue, I knew you'd like that blueberry because it tastes real, and is blue, which is key.
I've had it at Sand City before, and I liked it then. And I liked it in the can too, so that was good.
Which is good because last time you had that was a while ago. So I'm glad that it
Yeah.
keeps.
It's
It's
consistent.
sometimes with those craft breweries, different year to year, which can be
Yeah.
okay. But when you like something, you want it to stay the same.
Right.
Like me, I'll never change.
Yeah.
Everyone
I'm
likes me.
set in stone. 25 was the point in time where I was like, I'm no longer
This is
changing.
it.
This is it.
I think
This
I'm
is who I am.
perfect.
I think I've refined myself to near perfection. Yeah. It's like they always say like that last like 10% is like takes like 1,000 times the amount of effort to refine
yeah,
to
right,
get to
right.
100%. Not worth it. I'm good enough.
Yeah,
But you say you made it.
I'm at 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got it.
I'm good.
I can see that.
I'm
Enough.
gonna call it 99.9 because
Wow.
when I hit that old man stage, I gotta have room for those AARP jokes.
All right.
Yeah.
Just start 'em
There's
now,
still some
buddy.
stuff left to unlock. You're right. But as the weekend kind of turned its head, I was like, I don't want to drink that much anymore. I'm like kind of okay.
Yeah.
And then Saturday came around and Darian and I had a rot day. So we watched
yeah.
a bunch of movies and ate a
Fun.
bunch of like really shitty food. And then nighttime came around and we wanted to go to the after party for this wedding. And yeah, so we went to an Irish bar, had a couple of Guinnesses and a couple Irish car bombs, and I was feeling pretty good.
I was telling Nicole about how when we had Jake on last time, he was talking about how much he loves Irish car bombs and how I didn't do
the one.
a single one with him. And he's a hoax. In a
He's a
fraud.
hoax.
He's a hoax. He's a hoax.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, and Ross can attest to this. He acquitted himself that night because he was like, "All right, I see you have a Guinness. That is not a car bomb. Let's go do car bombs." And he dragged me inside.
That's
like,
what he should have done to
I'm
me.
paying
I
for your
guess
car
I didn't
bombs.
have a Guinness in my hand, but
I
it was funny.
blindly showed up and was forced to then drink a car bomb as well.
Yeah.
He was like, well, as on the pod, you heard this, Ross. He was like, well, we didn't go when you were here that weekend. We didn't go anywhere that would have been like good for a car bomb. And I was like, yeah, I guess not. Maybe I guess like that Kickback Jacks is not like necessarily like a good spot for it. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't know. He's like, oh, we went to Kickbacks? I forgot about that. That's the perfect place to do them. I do them there all the time. I get them delivered to my booth sometimes when I'm having dinner. I'm like, what the fuck did I missed out? And then he said something about how next time we come, we have to do Monster Bites as a group, which sounds
Yeah.
we
The
like them. If you haven't
Gonsters.
listened to our Gonster episode last week, they're pretty good
Did.
for what they are. But I'd much rather an Irish car bomb.
Yeah, agreed.
You could do more and not die.
True. Very true.
You know. Well, that's our last episode recap. Last week I had green tea shots.
Time to finish
Speaking of
this
green tea
segment.
shots, yeah,
Green tea
green tea
shots.
shots. I went to the city for Gina's birthday. We went on a little crawl. Didn't make it very far at all. And we kind of stayed in the east side for the most part.
Oh.
We went to Guy Fieri's restaurant, if anywhere. And then we had a 30th birthday party at her backyard, and I had a bunch of Sam Adams, like their summer variety pack. Pretty good.
Nice.
Porch Rockers. I had my first Porch
Porch
Rockers of
Rocker,
the year.
baby.
Yeah. And I stand by it. Narragansett Summer Shandy's better. It's a top tier shandy.
It is.
Leinenkugel,
Yeah.
third place for me. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
It's all right. I think we put Leinenkugel pretty low in the Shandy bracket.
I believe so. I just
When
know,
we
not to
drank it.
mention fucking Jake again, but I think it's like his top tier shandy. And
Yeah,
I heavily disagree.
You like Saturdays though.
Yeah.
Those I gotta give a revisit. Maybe we should do an episode of those because I remember having them once and
Hell
being
yeah.
pretty disgusted. And he did mention that they're not like really that good, but if they're really cold and you're really hot,
Yeah.
they could be fantastic. Which I guess is kind of the case with anything. Even if you get like milk almost ice cold and it's like 110 degrees out, give me that all day.
Leave that milk out.
Leave that milk out. get it
With
hot.
vodka.
Yeah.
Vodka milk.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I mean,
It's a white Russian, right?
pretty
Yeah,
basically.
cream. But yes.
Speaking of
Right.
the milk and alcohol, though, at that 30th birthday party in the backyard, we were doing a bunch of flip cup, and we did a Survivor game in the way that it wasn't like the team Survivor. It was just like, all right, we all start and we flip cups at the same time. Last person is out, so we did it until last person was left. Me and Gagan were the last ones left. I beat Gagan, and then
Wow.
Gina's boyfriend, who didn't participate in the first one, he's like, I'm taking on the champion. I was like, I'm kind of done, but all right. He's like, now we need some steaks. I was like, all right.
A true Brit.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, all right, maybe the loser has to drink like a big glass of milk. And then I explained what milk was.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I like it. Let's do it. And then more people started assembling. I was like, oh, this is becoming like a big thing. And then I leave for a second to get a new beer for myself, and I come back, and there's like 15 people like discussing how much milk it should be. Like, what's happening? And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get out of here. So they start setting up, and then I look left and look right, and I had to sprint away and go down the stairs into the basement. And I start playing darts by myself. And then like maybe 45 minutes later, they come downstairs and they're like, "What happened? Did you get there in time?" I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, we all figured you had to shit real bad. And, like, they thought I had like diarrhea, and like, well, you know what? He's got to go.
The darts were calling your name.
So that's how you
I
get
just wanted
adventure.
to go to the
Darts is-
basement.
If there's anything you don't want to do, just sprint away.
Run away from your problems
Run
as
away.
fast as possible.
It's fine.
Was darts code word for you have to take a shit?
Now you're catching
Could be.
it.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
it's time for a drink of the week.
Wait, so before we get into that, I'm sorry, but this is Ross's first time.
Oh my
He's asking
god!
the titular question.
You know what, Brian? We've been good at this recently. We skipped maybe like 10 episodes of it, and we got back into it recently.
Yeah.
So we can't skip
We've
it now.
had a lot of repeat guests. I think that's.
Oh,
that's
you
kind
know
of
what? That
the-
must be
kind
it.
of the
That
thing.
must be it.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. So Ross, when did you first hear of beer?
I was probably 12.
12.
Very specific.
Okay.
That doesn't sound right. Hear of it or drink it. Here.
Both.
Here.
It could be either. Whatever
Like,
you remember first.
Hey, give me that beer. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember that far back. My childhood memories
Okay.
have been deleted. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Likewise.
I can remember back to 12. That's the best I got.
Okay. Did
All right.
you drink one at 12?
Yeah.
Nice.
Not a
Like a
Jules.
full
Yeah. Yeah.
You had an El Duels?
Yingling. No, it was Yingling. Yeah.
Yingling.
I mean,
What a
if your
wild
first beer was an El Duels, then you know you are an alcoholic. It's like your first one. Like, oh, this is where I'm going to end up. So I'm going to sandwich my life with the Old Duels.
Oh, I drank 3 cases of O'Doul's and I felt something. I had to piss.
To go play darts.
Oh. Yeah, I
Okay.
think I probably heard of beer before 12, but I don't know. 12
But your first one you
kinda-
drank was that you said Heineken? Or was it?
Yingling.
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 Okay, that's a
Yeah,
decent one. That's
Yingling.
like a good. I used to like that when I was a younger boy. That was the keg we had for Nicole's graduation party. I think. It's dark. It's kind of dark.
There's a lot of heft to
A
it.
lot of heft. Yeah.
Great with pretzels.
It basically is a pretzel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just no
that.
salt.
Now, Ross, that was your first beer. Did you like up until you stopped drinking beer? Did you like consume Yingling pretty regularly, or is that kind of one of those things where it's like that was your first beer and you're kind of like
Yeah.
away?
It's pretty crazy. High school, I was a wild child. Not really. I really didn't. I think I went to one party. But I would hang out with friends, and we would somehow manage to get alcohol. And I remember getting, I'm probably going to butcher this, but Negra Modelo.
Oh.
Dark
Modelo
Modelo.
Negra?
Oh, the next Model Negro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
I
in
got
the tournament before.
I would get a 6-pack of that. And
Oof.
They're
yeah.
good.
I mean, you want something that'll take you down pretty quick as a 14-year-old drinking beer.
That's
Yeah.
that is nuts. That's like a real, again, like an old man move. It's almost like craft beer for a kid to be to be slugging down. You had good taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thank my parents for that one.
They bought you that 6-pack.
No, definitely not.
Happy 14th birthday, Ross.
Wink, wink, point, point.
Happy birthday, son. Just like that pack of cigarettes, you're going to drink this until you're dead.
We'll show you.
Nice. Do you have any other like favorites throughout life, like during your beer drinking life that you really enjoyed before your time had come?
Before 21, before my death of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I loved Moosehead. I was a really big lager guy, so
I don't know if I know Moosehead.
Canadian.
Oh, okay, Canadian lager.
Yeah. I'd say give it a shot. You know, if you're into lagers.
Moosehead lager.
They're Canadian.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. They. I think they sell them at Wegmans. They're not too cheap, but yeah, man. I remember watching hockey with my dad, and he'd always have a fucking 12-pack of Moosehead. Yeah, Moosehead. Yeah, let's have a beer with dad and watch hockey. You know. So that was probably my favorite.
This looks like a better version of Rolling Rock because it's got the green bottles a lot of times.
It is definitely the Canadian version of Rolling Rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of a cowboy horse, it's a fucking Canadian moose.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what's crazy is you look at it and you're like, oh, there's no way this is fucking good. It's I'd say if Yingling and Heineken had a better child.
Oh, interesting. You get a little bit of the malt from the Yingling, a little bit of the skunk from the Heineken.
Right.
Yep.
Pretty crispy still.
Yeah, I'm a fan, man. It's honestly, fuck the allergy. That might be the last. I may just make that my last beer I ever drink. A Moosehead, actually.
Yes, but it might be like a bad thing for you to be doing right now, talking to us, because it's just gonna make you want to get back to brewskis.
Yeah, I thought I'd be like, I'm not going to be able to do without this stuff. And then I realized, wait a second, there's other options. There's the hard stuff.
There's other ways to do this.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that beer's almost even like a dying industry. So there's a lot of people drink a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's crack.
It's crack.
That's
Liquid crack.
Booming industry.
Yeah.
never stopped. Yeah, no, I definitely am a Scotch guy, and I'm not too much on the seltzers, but I do like these. I will say I've tried a lot of seltzers, and this is probably one of the better tasting seltzers I think I've had.
Interesting.
I'll save that for the review. Actually, I
Okay.
know we're
There
gonna
you
get
go.
there eventually. So.
I think we're kind
I'll
of
save that
in
thing I just
point.
said for later.
Oh,
2 minutes
fuck.
from now.
Uh,
Well, so I think that's a good segue into kind of what we're drinking. I don't know how far we're in. 45 minutes.
Our next segment.
into the
What
episode.
did you drink this week?
Okay, yeah, this is a good segment. So today we're reviewing Happy Dad hard seltzers. This is the original pack, or like the original variety pack. So this has watermelon, lemon lime, black cherry, and what's the last one?
Pineapple.
yeah, pineapple.
That's right. So I think it's a pretty standard. I think the watermelon is kind of the oddball here, but like
Oh, there goes
think
watermelon
the rest
hater
of them-
Brian.
no. I'm saying like for a pack. Actually, maybe pineapple is more the oddball flavor.
Yeah.
I'm saying like most packs have black cherry, lemon lime.
Right. The other two
not
are
sure
more
where
in like
I've
the
seen more.
variant packs that you come in like
Right.
number 3 and number 4.
Right. But like, I mean, these are like, they're so simple. I love kind of like just
Oh,
the
classic
it's like,
millennial
it's-
Brian loves simple art.
I do. It's perfect.
No, I like them too. I do. It is quiet. It's nice. They look inviting, and the fact
Yeah.
that they have electrolytes is a big win.
They have electrolytes.
That is the one, man.
It's huge.
Honestly, my
got
buddy was
sodium
like,
in
they
it,
got
man.
electrolytes.
I'm
It's
sold.
what plants crave.
Thank you. I was hoping someone was going to hit that one.
Don't know it.
So is that the whole draw of this? Is that it's like, oh, you're not gonna get hungover from this because it got electrolytes.
So that's always a terrible thought process.
Makes you drink more
yeah.
of them, and then you just get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, you drink, you get through a case of these, and then the next day you're like, man, I feel like shit, but I got electrolytes.
Must not be that stuff.
Yeah, I think if you look at it from the complete opposite end, it's like, well, if I have just like 2 of these, I'll be totally fine, because like 2 beers maybe could sometimes make you feel like a little bit like,
Yeah,
what did I do
a little
yesterday?
groggy.
Just a little bit slow. But 2 of these maybe should just make you feel like nothing happened.
$1 million.
$1 million, better than usual.
A happy dad.
Like a happy dad.
Happy Dad. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. I had 4 of these while I was grilling out last week. I don't know, Monday night, Tuesday night, something like
You said when you were growing out?
grilling.
I thought like
Growing out?
you meant your beard. Like when you grow your beard, you have to sit and do absolutely nothing but push.
Yeah. I gotta really just
Yeah, it took a couple hours of
Go
growing
through
out.
that shit.
yeah, I force the molecules in my face to get extra blood flow to them, and then I grow out. Takes about 2 hours.
It's great because
So
you can
in
go
that
full
time-
beard to babyface and back within a couple days time.
Well,
Yeah, it's-
Ross showed me this before. Is that he can do the opposite too, where he sucks in and all of it goes to his head.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Like a troll's doll.
I keep joking. I'm gonna grow it long enough to where I can comb it over the top of my head.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I just don't think Shannon's gonna let me get it that far. So
I remember there being like an internet picture from a long time ago that had a dude from like a beard convention that had that.
You
That's
definitely
internet
wouldn't be the
history,
first
baby.
person to do it.
no, but it's a bold look.
Yeah,
It's kind of sick.
If you do the split now, if you
the split is a
split
big
it down
thing.
the middle, and
Yeah, very dwarf of you.
yeah, but to
Rock
grow
and
it out, I
stone,
need the
baby.
electrolytes.
Yes.
That's what hair craves.
Interesting. Okay, the
yeah.
salts. It's supposed to be like all seltzers sort of are, but this is like the health conscious drink, I guess, because it's got the electrolytes to feel good. It's got the low calorie with still like that 5% alcohol mark. Sometimes you have the too low calorie, it means low percentage, but it stays right up there at 5 where you want it.
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is it also says gluten free on here. So
There you go.
We're hitting some big marks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot of draw. I mean, like this is it's like the same as every seltzer, right? 100 calories,
Yeah.
5%. It's the same. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
like,
just has electrolytes.
yeah, Brondo, baby.
I don't even know if
You
the
should call
juice,
this
the
Brondo.
flavor is natural. No artificial sweeteners, so that's one good thing, I guess.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I'm not a fan of like the Trulies of the world and stuff like that. That's why if I'm gonna have a seltzer,
Yeah.
usually it's White Claw because they have similar ingredients to this one, where it's just kind of cane sugar and then
Right.
whatever flavoring.
I do find monk fruit to be a little sciencey as well.
Yes,
so
smoked fruit, kind of same diet flavor.
kind of take me away from that stuff.
Yeah, the Lover Boys I can get
give me
over,
that
but
full sugar.
I think I'd like a full sugar version of Lover Boys, honestly.
I agree. I think they could do it and they can get away with it. They just gotta. I mean, I know that's the whole marketing scheme of like be thin and summer ready
Yeah,
for the Hamptons.
exactly.
What, the aspartame?
That
Yeah,
and
they use
whatever
monk
other
fruit.
sweeteners. Or
Yeah.
some drinks are like stevia too, like all that sort of diety stuff.
I think you're better off with like the actual natural sugars.
I
mean,
think
look,
health people do. I think agree with you on that too.
yeah, it's alcohol. For those
Yeah,
of
that's
us,
another good point.
I've been saying
yeah,
tooting this horn for a long time. If you're drinking booze, you're not being healthy inherently.
Just
Yes.
fucking
Just
go
throw it
whole
all out.
hog.
Right.
yeah. I mean, if you want to be healthy, go eat a fucking piece of fruit and go to bed early. I don't, you know,
Right.
like if you want to party, drink alcohol.
Right.
You're not going to look great. Well,
Mhm.
you two gentlemen are different sort of
A different breed.
alcoholic.
Look at us.
Different breed.
We hide our problem a lot better than a lot of other people.
Yeah. Well, since we started doing YouTube, I put on a full face of makeup.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. It takes me. That's why we did 7:30, guys. I would have been ready at 6, but the makeup takes a
That
while.
hour and a half powder.
Yeah.
I thought about doing a head mask.
So another just painting a face on the top of your head.
Yeah. Basically, instead of the face
yellow
holes, it's
smiley
just
face.
one piece, and you know.
That and you can just like wrinkle your head just so that it looks like your mouth is moving on top.
I don't think I have that control yet, man. I
We'll
got to
get
work
there.
on that.
We'll work on that.
All right, Ross, do you have a favorite one of these that you you have a favorite one, favorite flavor from this pack?
So I
you usually go
definitely
for?
did a rating on all the flavors.
Okay.
Because I drank all of them prior to this, not this session.
Right.
You have in the past.
Yeah. Honestly, I think. Is it okay to go through those, or do I wait? I'm just gonna do it. Fuck you guys.
All right, final thoughts.
We love
Here it
directions.
comes.
I think the wild cherry definitely, it soars above the rest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of it's wild, if you will.
Whoa. Take it
cherry,
easy there,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I actually just cracked open my wild cherry now, so
Wow.
we're running so long, Brian. Let's just, I guess, kind of get an overall take on these. Sip them as we can. Ross is very familiar with them, so I just opened a wild cherry.
Cracked my wild cherry.
It's good. It's all these. I've had these in the past, like not for a while, but all these taste different than most seltzer brands for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of other ones are simulacrums of each other.
Right.
These are like
Yeah.
the most different big brand out there. Flavor.
I will
definitely fuck with the
say,
wild cherry.
yeah, the wild cherry is probably my favorite. Coming in second, it's definitely a hard toss up. I'm not a lemon fan, but the lemon lime really kind of just brings something else to the table that I wasn't expecting. So I'm a fan of pineapple, but I think the lemon lime just kind of cuts right over that by a hair.
Yeah.
And then pineapple, and then honestly, the watermelon. I don't have anything against watermelon at all, and I love the flavor. But it just, I don't know. When I think of watermelon, I think of that watermelon gum. I don't remember what it's called,
Oh,
but it was like,
Yeah.
Hubba Bubba?
I don't know if it was Hubba Bubba.
The tape?
I was big on
man.
watermelon Big League Chew.
Oh.
It just hit different, So
Yeah.
that kind of flavor,
Are you
even
looking
though
for
it's
more of
not
like a
natural.
tart watermelon?
I
Like a
want it
candy like.
all. I want
Yeah.
a candy like watermelon. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's gonna hurt 10 times more
Or
the
like a
next
Sour
day.
Patch watermelon. Oh, the best Sour Patch.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah.
Top 10. I
I
think
would see that is the one
even Brian can get
watermelon
behind that.
flavor that. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I love the watermelon. It's refreshing. It's natural. It doesn't taste like it is. I don't know, fake, if you will. I
Yeah.
mean, it tastes like
Yeah.
you bit into a less sweet watermelon. You have the watermelon like juice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's definitely
and
not
I
bad. I've
think
had some bad
all
watermelon flavors out there. The best one
Mhm.
for me is still probably the High Noon watermelon because it's got the candy-like element that I like. It's very tart and almost like there's a dash of salt in it in a weird way. It's really I love the High Noon watermelon so much.
yeah,
This watermelon
Nooners,
is
man.
much different than that, but Nooners do them right.
Yeah, I will say
Nooner.
I always love a Nooner.
I don't get them too often just because. Wait, you're talking sexual acts, aren't you? You nasty little freak.
Oh, he got your
You
ass.
little.
You fucking don't have sex. You don't have it,
Oh
sir.
yeah.
We don't talk about kissing. We don't talk about Nooners. Those are our two rules. You broke them both so far.
It's news to me.
I'm here to break rules and take over the world, I guess.
Ross, do not apologize to this man. He is trying to make a fool of us.
Oh,
I've never
okay,
heard
yeah,
someone
you're right.
more nervously say he wants to break rules.
Can't wait to break
I'm
them.
here to break rules.
Hey, I think I want to break this one. I kissed the girl.
Oh,
If you
you
tell me I can break
motherfucker.
those rules, I'll break them.
Yeah, so that's my ranking, boys. Wild cherry, lemon lime, pineapple, watermelon.
Okay.
All right.
What have you sucked on so far, Brian?
So I cracked all. So
A
I
lot.
had finished my watermelon, opened my lemon lime and started sipping on it, and then we started hyperdrive. Let's open them all up and get them rolling. So I've had sips out of everything. I've tasted all of them.
Okay. So far I'm kind of into the wild cherry the most. It's giving me like regular seltzer with mashed up Luxardos in there, not the tart ones,
Yes.
but like the more boring looking can or jar that is more sweet. Not the white and blue elephant one. That one is
Right.
tart. I like that one better. But the regular that just says big letters Luxardo.
Yeah.
I'm getting that out of this wild cherry one, which is good.
Yeah.
It's better than I was expecting. Sort of like the Narragansett wild cherry shandy, which I think we famously don't like. Is that where we landed on that
I think
one?
I liked it.
You liked it. I think I liked the first.
I almost think I yeah. I think I said that was the best one in the
Okay, I
pack
wasn't sure. It was
three.
either like you hated it or you loved. Couldn't remember which way you went. I don't think I liked that one. I think Peter. Oh, Peter really hates it. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Black cherry and wild cherries can kind of go hit or miss too. Like the White Claws, I do love. This one's different than that though. Like, the White Claws are all in that
It
tart
is very
realm.
different.
That tart realm.
So like, to me, it's like they This is exactly what I've always wanted in a seltzer and like a hard seltzer.
I
'Cause
keep
it's
sipping it.
like it's like flavor, like just enough flavor on the front end where you like catch a hint of it and then it's
Yeah.
like it's gone. And
Not
I'm
too
like,
much
okay, that's
nastiness
perfect.
either. Sometimes like
Yeah.
flavored things like this, especially seltzers, who they don't have any body to cover up off flavors because it's just
Yes.
clear. So
Right.
you'll get the flavor up front that's like, oh, that's good, and then you'll get the like, oh, alcohol in the
Yeah.
background.
Like a little bit of booze. I think this
Yeah,
is
I don't get
exactly
that.
like a La Croix where it's like flavor and then it's gone. And
Yeah,
like,
you want it to just
like, I don't-
dissipate.
Right. There's not a lot of booze, there's nothing there. It's just like this is exactly what I want though. It's like I can just slug these back
Yeah,
and enjoy them and have a good time.
Yeah,
being said-
I couldn't have said that better myself, honestly.
the lemon lime is very, very specific. I can't.
It's
Put
a lot
finger
different than
on
most
this.
lemon lime beverages.
This
And
is
the same
something
thing with the
I've had this
pineapple.
before.
Pineapple is like the pineapple is so muted that I'm struggling to find it to be like a pineapple. Usually most ones are very like acidic, and this is just like somehow they essence the shit out of it, and you just get a little taste.
Yeah, lemon lime. I love a lemon or lime seltzer. Like when I get
Yeah.
Spindrift, I'll get both those flavors
Right.
separately. This one combined. I think this is giving me lemon lime shots from the ice cream man from
Yep.
Circus Man. I think that's what this is.
Wow, I forgot about those fucking things.
Yeah, this is. Yep. Okay.
Holy shit.
So
You're right.
I will say with these, you got to be careful because some of the flavors will overpower others.
So order matters.
Yeah, order does matter. Like if it would have gone wild cherry first, I would recommend not drinking any of the other ones.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have gotten the subtlety from most of them. But as
Right.
far actually, water in between might be a good idea, just to clear the palate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Too
but
responsible.
well, a sip and then spit it out. You don't drink that.
Spit it onto your
Okay,
keyboard.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, right. Spit it on your lap. I don't know. Pee yourself. That's straight moonshine. That
There
is
he goes.
not water.
Yeah.
It's an analogy.
It still clears the palate.
Yeah, so the pineapple is probably the most subtle. But just if you haven't had anything else, man, it really kicks. Like it tastes delicious. Great on a very hot day.
This
So,
might be the
as
best
far as-
pineapple I've experienced as far as the seltzer game goes also, because
I would
pineapple
agree.
is almost always fucked up.
Always bad.
Yep.
The only time it's been good, and this is good for you, a good recommendation if you haven't had this yet, Ross, the Austin cider pineapple is the best cider I've ever had in my whole life. We had that in the cider bracket with Peter a while back, and
Oh,
I
yeah. That was
fucking
really good.
insanely good. Austin cider usually pretty good, that brand, but the pineapple was like next level. It tasted like a cocktail. Like it tasted like
Oh.
almost like a Bay Breeze or something.
Oh. This
Yeah.
looks amazing.
Yeah, really, really good.
That'll be next on my list.
But this is like similar to that, where it's not like every other pineapple seltzer I've had has been very sciencey.
Tastes like chemical.
Yeah, and this is giving me.
Very much.
I think they all do a good job of giving you sweet instead of tart or chemical, and it's just
Yeah.
enough
Right.
in there.
The scientists at Happy Dads have fucking dialed it in.
I wonder if any of this flavor comes from the electrolytes, or if those are negligible flavors. I don't know.
I
What
would
electrolytes
assume
taste
little bit
very
of sodium,
negligible.
Yeah. Probably they dissolve and then they're not there. So the one I finished before when I was having dinner was a watermelon one, and the one knock on seltzers is that one of my least favorite flavors in canned beverages is the bottom of a hard seltzer. Pretty bad. Like that's when you really taste all of it. It's like, oh, this is what you're trying to hide. But I guess you can't be rude to the butt of any alcohol, because it's not like any of them are good. But I think seltzers are particularly bad at the bottom of the can,
Especially warm.
especially warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
I
time.
think
I-
it's seltzers in general, right?
It
Like,
is. It is.
The bubbles hide a lot.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Once they dissipate, it's nasty,
over.
nastified.
So-
We did that at Jones Beach. We were playing Pong at before I think before 311 concert. We played Pong with Trulies.
nice.
And when you pour out a canned seltzer, all the bubbles go, and it's hot out, and the more you should be playing Pong with actual alcohol in the cups ever. Just let that be a note to you people.
Never
out
again.
there. Bad. But yeah, just bubble list, truly one of the worst things we've ever had. Truly one of the worst things.
I didn't realize this for the longest time. Maybe it's because I was a dumb kid, but yeah, college. I was like, fucking seltzers suck, man. Who drinks this shit? It tastes gross. And then later on in life, not very much longer, I realized that you're supposed to treat this like a wine spritzer or some shit, and actually pour it over ice.
I forgot
which
you were
the-
doing that.
Yeah, the watering down effect actually kills the carbon and a lot of the acidity, or the chemicaliness, if you will.
Interesting.
And it gives you more flavor. But I think it's a bullshit excuse for some of the other seltzers out there that, just if you can't hold up straight out of the can.
Yeah,
You know,
that is the
right.
goal. Like they're meant to be like a party beverage and to be like on boats and like on the go. Especially even like let's think about like the high noons. Like of course I'd much rather
Oh,
someone make me a vodka seltzer lime than have like a lime high noon or whatever. But that's much harder to do because you have to have 3 separate things, like ingredients wise.
Yeah.
Like, but if you have the opportunity to put over ice, usually better. Like we've done that before, Brian, with Magners back in the day. So good
Yes.
with ciders. Ciders over ice are fantastic.
Yeah, the lighter ones are like the light to I guess like ciders usually kind of hang around like sub 5, right? Or
I
like a
think
lot of the like Angry Orchard and
so.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. Anything kind of like in the 5 or less range over
Like
ice is
down
pretty
east, I think
good.
is like a 6er though. I might be wrong about that.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't put it down east over ice. I don't think.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's the way it is. Just a glass.
Yeah.
The thicker boys you don't want over ice.
Right. Yeah, they stand their own.
Yeah.
I will say this over ice. It's definitely, you don't lose the flavor, which is weird. I figured
Yeah.
you would lose all the flavor and it would just
Uh-huh.
taste like natural spring water. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But actually, the flavor stays.
Just stay.
So
Just stay.
I
So-
definitely think that they hit this on the science factor.
Ross, when you drink this over ice, do you use a straw? You doing it like just kind of like letting the ice hit your lip and just kind of ripping it through? Okay, gotcha.
So look up.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
See,
Rip it.
that's my
I,
one big thing with ice. I hate it kind of getting in my face.
No, I'm with you there.
Wet rips all day, man. Wet
Especially a bearded man too. You just love getting
Yeah.
soppy.
Well,
Yeah,
it
I
gives
mean-
you a little bit for later too. That's good. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
They don't call this a
Snacks.
flavor saver for nothing.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm impartial actually. I don't mind either straw or no straw. Straw is nice sometimes when you're like, yeah, it's got fruits in there, or I can't get to the drink because the ice is too big and it doesn't go past it, you know. So
Yeah. Fair enough.
You know,
I-
Ross, you just reminded me. Have you guys ever tried like elevating any of these seltzers with like crushed fruit or like muddled fruit or anything like that?
Whoa.
you're talking to a degenerate, and yes. So I will say these get pretty wild when you start doing crushed fruit. Watermelon takes on, I don't want to say a new flavor, just a sweeter flavor when you actually use watermelon with it. The cherry strong, man. It's,
It is
you're
strong.
gonna get full cherry out of that.
Maybe give the cherry one like one of the other sour cherries. That'd be kind of fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have
that
to
up.
try that.
That is also,
Yeah,
by the way,
I,
that's not, you didn't describe degenerate behavior. You described like that's like craftsmanship.
Elevation.
Yeah, you elevated him.
Taking a step to make your life more enjoyable.
If
Well,
anything,
I poured liquor
yes.
into it.
There you go. You made it a cocktail.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Because I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I know people that do that for sure. They're like, let me gas these billies up.
Yeah, it wasn't just a I'm just putting some fruit in this little
Yeah,
thing
like
to
how
make me,
fancy.
fancy.
Look at him go.
No, there was a lot of vodka added to that shit.
Okay. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lemon lime, dude, that's kind of a tough one because you either put too much lemon or too much lime and you fuck it up.
Mm.
So I tried
Yeah.
multiple combinations. I don't recommend
Again,
that.
if you're doing a lemon lime seltzer with vodka, you might as well just put plain like Polar seltzer in there
Right.
with the
right.
vodka. I also, by the way, while we're on the lemon lime one, I think this Happy Dad lemon lime is not doing. That's the one I want to pour out. I hate it.
Wow.
Really
it is
hate
very
it.
different from like the normal lemon lime that I'm used to.
Yeah, it's powerful. Too powerful. Too
Yeah.
much shot.
The first sip I took, I was
No.
like,
No.
that is different. That was not what I was expecting. Like I understand like what they're going for, but it is very much like I don't know, just like
Yeah,
not
that's like an
it-
F tier drink for me.
wow.
Paul,
Like in the pack itself, or like like you would never
Altogether, I would never touch this again.
what a rating.
I hate this. It's one of the worst seltzers that exist.
I'm
Disgusting.
actually going to go grab one. And
That
just-
sounds really good. It made you thirsty.
You know what? That's the fun part about packs like this, right? Is there's always something for someone else to have
That's right.
that you're not gonna like.
Like they
That's the point of
we talked
variety
about this
pack,
before,
I
right? And that maybe during White Claw month years ago now, that there's such thing as being pack mates. If you,
Yeah.
Brian, I would take your watermelons and your, I guess not you like the pineapples, but
limes.
say I would take your watermelon and your pineapples, and I give you
Yeah.
my lemon limes and my cherries.
Trade up.
Trade up, pack mates.
That's right.
But
So
pineapples
Ross,
are really
Ross
good.
is now sipping another.
I'm kind
lemon
of stuck
lime.
between my favorites. I don't know what I'm going.
Yeah, so okay, I understand where you're going with this, and it's tough, right? The lime is very upfront,
Yeah.
but you get the acidity from the lemon
Mm-hmm.
over ice.
Oh, okay. Maybe that would help
Yeah.
it out a little, because it is by far the strongest flavor, and
Right.
usually lemon or lime is kind of like, oh, nice in the background, and I think that's just too
I
much up front, and I think they could also benefit from doing one or the other instead of
Mm-hmm.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you lose the aspect of a flavor when you do. So if you
When
just
one's
did
missing, yeah.
lime, what's it going to differentiate from? I so maybe I said that wrong, Brian, or I said it right. I don't know. Um,
But I feel attacked.
I don't. I think I'm going to go in my hidey hole. I'll be right back, guys.
I'm going back into my
I'm
mushrooms.
sorry, Ross.
Fade away into the mushrooms. Will it fade? No. Oh no.
No.
So I think what you get from this is a sweet lime, but a very sour lemon. And it
Mm.
kind of reminds me of like if you took a warhead and then combined it with what was that? Like super sweet lime candy. I can't remember it.
Lime candy.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hurting me right now.
I don't know if any
Key
lime.
lime. That's what it is. Key lime. Sorry,
lime?
not lime candy, but like
Okay,
Oh, like key lime pie.
a sweet lime.
yes, yeah. If you had a sweet lime, like a sweet key lime, and then you had the acidic lemon, I think that's a lot of what I get out of this. It kind of reminds me of like a key lime warhead,
Sure.
if you will.
Mm.
Okay, which sounds good. I mean, I'm getting so much bullshit inside of it where it tastes like, you know, those really shitty lemon and lime squeezers. It tastes like they took
Yep.
those and filled up half the fucking can with that, and then gave you a spritz of polar seltzer. It just makes me mad. It just makes me. I'm getting it. I'm no longer a happy dad. I'm fucking pissed. The
Brennan,
rest
I
of
say
these are good.
you're fucking fooled for not using those squeezers. They're so convenient and they are good enough.
They're atrocious, and lemons and limes
They're
are so
good
cheap,
enough.
and they're so
man.
lovely to have in the house.
They're so lovely. I love them. I love the way they're shaped.
They're
I love the
disgusting.
way
I,
they
it-
are. They're ribbed for my pleasure.
Well, if that's what you're using for it, it's a different story, Brian.
Listen, one
Yeah,
man's
I'm
Chris,
sorry.
one man's pleasure.
Chris has
sticking
tried to
to
make
it,
me a. What did he try to make? He
Well,
tried to
we
make
all
me
know that
a
story.
gimlet with one of those fucking things. It was the most. It was worse than his Happy Dad lemon lime. Okay.
That's something.
I gotta stop drinking.
Chris,
Brennan's
I'm gonna
ready
call
to
him right
hit
now.
these things.
Chris.
Almost blew this soda all over my screen 3 times.
All right. So Ross, you labeled yours your favorite from best to or first to last. It was
Yep.
Wild cherry, lemon lime, pineapple, watermelon.
Yep, you got it, man.
Okay. Brendan, you want to go next?
I think I'm ready now. After much thought. Lemon lime number 1.
Okay, good. A real turnaround.
Psych.
Come back, come back, King.
My favorite, I think, is the pineapple. I'm amazed.
Wow.
I am surprised. The pineapple is the best. I've had the most sips of wild cherry, but that made me realize that it's not that good by drinking more of it. These also all have a shelf life of once you open them, don't drink more than half because they start to get bad.
In 5 minutes, man.
They start to
You
get pretty
gotta suck
bad.
them down.
But I think that's just a seltzer thing. It's not
I think-
Happy Dad
yeah.
specific. It's just that I'm not a seltzer guy. These are still like some of the best I've had, but they like we said before. Bubbles go away, enjoyment goes away. But the pineapple is so surprising that it makes me like it the most. The wild cherry is also different enough and sets itself apart from the rest of the wild cherry pack as far as seltzers go in general. Watermelon suffers from being compared to the good watermelon stuff that's out there. And I think I just like tart better than sweet when it comes to watermelon. If you're gonna do flavors, because there's nothing out there that really tastes like actual watermelon. If you're making a flavor out, you can't emulate that flavor. It's really just like red looking sugar is what real watermelons taste like,
Right.
which is not really exciting inside of a seltzer. So it was bad though. None of these are bad except for lemon lime. That's where I land. Lemon lime. I'm gonna start buying as many of these packs as I can, so I can hide this lemon lime can from as many people as I can.
You're pulling a Shaq Fu on lemon lime Happy Dads.
Yeah, make sure no one else can
That's
taste this
crazy.
abomination.
Who took my
ET
lemon
/
lime?
Shaq Fu on lemon lime Happy Dads.
That's great. I'm gonna bury them in my pit.
Great.
Whoa.
Good idea.
Well, I know where to
Great
go if I
idea.
want lemon lime.
Just see a
One of
man
Brendan's
with,
3
with
stinky pits.
tall troll hair swimming through my pit full of baseballs and
It's
lemon
my
lime
hair
Seltzers.
day.
Oh, that pit. I thought we were talking about the other pit.
Not the lady pit.
The which pit?
The lady, the lady pit.
Lady
The-
pit.
Oh no, I was talking about the other pit.
Butt pit.
Yeah, the butt pit.
Yeah.
The butt pit.
Yeah, the butt pit.
Party in Brendan's butt pit.
There's a lot of lemon lime.
He moved them all. Brian, give us your ranking.
All right. This is a tough one. And I really like the watermelon. That being said, I think cherry flavoring is one of my favorite things if it's done well. And I think this does it like just well enough where I'm like, this is a lot better and edges out a lot of black cherry seltzers in other packs. So like wild cherry's number 1.
Okay.
I'll give my number 2 to watermelon. I think it was
That's crazy.
it was a very easy.
Good for you. You've
thing
grown
to-
a lot, Brian.
Very easy to drink. I know. Again, this is that extra 10% I still got left. That's one of those things.
It's just one of those things.
And
90.1.
AARP.
A lot of time left. Maybe I won't make it there. Isn't that sad? Maybe I'll die.
I hope you don't make it there. More money for me.
Yeah, that's right. My will's already written. Happy Boys
Well,
LLC.
You made it past
That's all.
27, so you beat quite a few popular people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Angus
We gotta start a new
Cloud.
club. What's the age you want to hit so we can start the new famous
30.
podcasters club? 30.
Yeah, I
30's
think 30.
You got it.
Yeah.
30. Brendan has 2 months left.
Dirty 30, man.
Well, I have until your next birthday to kill myself, so we land in the same spot.
True. Yeah. We'll get there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So black cherry watermelon, pineapple, again, another kind of hit. Just because it's so different and so well executed, I think I have to put this at 3rd. I think all of these are so close and clustered.
Yeah.
And I'll even put I'll put lemon lime. Lemon lime's last, unfortunately, but
Okay.
I think it is still kind of like in the same realm of like I would drink all these like no problem. If anyone handed me one of these, I'd be very happy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a happy dad.
Like a happy
Like
dad.
a happy dad.
And most of these,
Not
like
that-
they are like the flavorings. You could tell where they came from the same test room, except for lemon lime. It's like that came from somewhere. It was outsourced by by Taco Bell or somebody. I mean, like they were throwing out a flavoring for like a new Baja Blast potential flavor, and they gave it to.
Where was the wet shop and it was at Wuhan in China that COVID started?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the Wuhan virus, is that what they called it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came from
Someone fucked
Wuhan,
up
the chemical
Wuhan.
lab in Wuhan. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where it came
yeah.
from.
Someone fucked a pangolin, apparently.
Cool. You mean a
That's just
sand shrew? A penguin's a fucking sand shrew. Who would want to fuck a sand shrew? They're so adorable.
That is complete misinformation.
I thought you were over enunciating penguin.
That'd be wild.
Someone fucked a penguin. Like just like separate facts
No,
from what we're talking about.
A pangolin is like it's like an armadillo, but they're much more adorable.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
I like them,
It's just sand shrew from fucking Pokemon.
which are great, and even better, the ice sandshrew.
Yeah, I'm
my
surprised
God,
the pangolin community didn't rise up against that and say we need copyright infringement because you basically just took a picture of us and put us in a game.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of
Honestly,
them.
it's true. Yeah. Pigeons were like, hey,
Pigeons were pissed.
Pidgey. What the fuck?
Pigeons need compensation.
The turtles were like, Squirtle, Turtwig. What the fuck?
They were like that.
Snakes? We're like
Yeah.
Ekans and Arbuck. And Seviper. What the fuck?
Yeah, 10-year-olds were like, Ash, what the fuck?
That's right.
Let's give the Happy Dad in general a rating before we move
Okay.
on.
Overall on the
We need
pack.
to give some sort of score. Oh, on the pack. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the pack.
Ross,
Ross, yeah, give
you wanna
us.
kick it off?
This is your big subject. This is your baby here.
We said 1 to 5, right?
1 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
You can use decimals.
Decimals included.
Yeah, that's so. If I am traversing the seltzer realm here, I'd have to say probably a solid 4-4, man.
Okay.
And I know that's high. But I don't think I have found another seltzer yet that I've been like, besides Nooners, I will
Yes.
say that. I will make that remark. We haven't. Did you guys review Nooners?
We haven't
No
actually.
new talk on this
No,
podcast.
I guess because they're not. Not that we haven't done other things, but they're not technically brewed or anything like that. Like they're not beers sold in
Yeah.
liquor stores in New York. So it's kind of like reviewing a vodka seltzer, which feels funny because it's basically the same thing as these when you taste them.
when it comes down to it.
But I think we could probably. No one is really
We can get
a
it.
big
Yeah, we can get
stickler
away with it.
for our rules that we made up.
I mean,
Yeah,
well,
well,
what about the
12
asshole who did the review and was like, "Hey, and it's no
Yeah, I think
longer
he
a beer
actually did
podcast."
talk about that because that episode he listened to was like non-beer.
Oh, that's
related.
true.
He's
No,
like,
you're absolutely right.
They're not even reviewing beers. Fuck off! He canceled his podcast. This piece of shit. He died. His podcast is dead. Now we're
He
still
died!
living. We killed him. We put a hit out on him. Scathing review, more like get fucked, nerd.
Nice.
Oh man. So yeah, I will say 4. What did I say? 4-4?
4-4.
4-2? 4-4.
Or
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Okay.
I'm sticking with it. There you
Stick
go.
with it.
everyone's favorite height.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, 4-4.
That's
Brian loves
legal-
gymnasts.
A legal what?
Uh,
Oh, that's true. I guess gymnasts usually are. I was not going to make a joke about it, them being young, but gymnasts happen to be usually pretty
They're like
little in age.
very,
Yeah, they get kicked to the curb once they turn 17.
their teams.
Sarah Simone Biles. She tried, and then when she got old, she failed.
But she made a bunch of money doing it.
Yeah,
yeah.
she did. Strong
All
legs.
right. Next.
I give these a 4. I think they're a nice 4. Like a very good execution of what seltzers can be. If you're a seltzer person, you'll like these. I wouldn't be upset to be tossed one of these, like you said before, Brian.
Except for lemon lime.
Yeah, if you toss me lemon lime, I will fucking hurl that at you as hard as I can. I'll make a dent in wherever it hits. That skull of yours, Ross, could beware.
Dude, there's a lot of surface area, so
Yeah, no,
Next time we're at Chris's house, his house better watch out.
better fucking watch out. But no, these are solid. I'm glad that these are like in the household now to leave in the beer fridge and be like, oh, you know what? I can go for like one little bit of these. This could be like a good like either first drink when you're really hot or like a last drink. Like I probably shouldn't have any more drinks, but I'll have one more little electrolyte treat that's healthy for me. You know, it's nice to have in the house. 4.
4. I think overall this pack has been the best seltzer pack I've ever had.
Wow.
So I think with that I have to give it a 5.
holy
Whoa!
shit.
Like across the board,
Wow.
everything in here is like I would gladly drink all these again and be very very happy to do so.
Okay.
These have replaced seltzers for me indefinitely.
Regular
So
seltzers.
regular seltzers, yeah, yeah. LaCroix are out.
I will never
Bubbly's
drink more
out.
again.
Happy Dad's only.
It doesn't have electrolytes and alcohol. I don't fucking want it.
Get it the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm
I
out.
toss Brian a polar and he fucking hurls that shit back at my skull.
Yeah, yeah. Lemon lime or polar, whichever one.
Whichever.
Getting the toss back. Yeah, this is the best seltzer I've had. 5.
Incredible.
That's intense.
Truly.
Wow.
All
Brian,
right.
that leaves us with our next segment. I don't even know if you're ready for this, but here it comes.
It's time for Brian's question corner.
Ross's favorite. He's bumped into it.
What was the question? I still don't know where that is coming. Was that from like a Curious George show or some shit?
I can't tell because if I tell, people will find
That's why
out.
I'm curious. I'm trying to ask. That's the question. That's a fucking question.
I don't really know
No, it's
how
not.
exactly I found it. Probably by typing in "curious song" in YouTube or something like that. It's from HBO. I don't know what
Copyright
the fuck
lawyers,
show
man.
it is, but it should
It's from
be taken
HBO.
down. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I added a little bit of our own audio in there.
Right.
So it's safe. It's safe.
Stop the stop it from happening. All right. So last minute question that I had to come up with. On brand with these. Have you ever seen a truly happy dad?
Interesting. I my first thought was Richie's dad, and then I realized it's a farce because he's deep down has a lot of dark things going on. So I think
Right.
if you do see Happy Dad, it might be something he's putting on.
Facade.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. My dad doesn't really pretend. Your dad, I don't think really pretends.
No.
Ross, how's your dad? Is he a happy man?
Oh, moments. Yeah, I would say moments.
Yeah, it's transient happiness here and there.
Okay.
I think that's all dads, though, man. Right? Like, is any dad ever truly always happy? I'd be fucking
Well-
terrified of that dad. 100%.
Question.
Be like,
Yeah,
he's
that's
a
good point.
psychopath.
Happy.
Yeah, any dad that doesn't have demons is like, it's not real. He adopted.
He's
this
the
kid.
Ned Flanders of dads.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Even Ned's wife died. Of course, he's got demons.
He must have.
Spoilers of season like 8 or
40.
9 of Simpsons.
She's canonically
I haven't
dead,
seen
like
it
after
yet.
that. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they killed his wife off very early.
Yeah,
Dark.
They're like, oh, we didn't think the show would go on for another 20 seasons. Oops.
right.
I don't remember. They might her voice actor might have died. And
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's why they killed her
That's a
off.
nice honor. Other dads I'm thinking about, like Nicole's dad. Again, like if you met him quickly, like what a happy, jovial guy. But all he does is
Yeah.
fucking complain.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a better question. Have you ever met a truly satisfied dad? Because happy, I feel like happy is so that's so open ended, but satisfied. Now I feel like that's more pointed and like can get more of an answer.
Might have to circle around in like 2 years for this one.
Are you got something to tell us?
No, not me. No,
Are you
not
completing
me.
something?
No. My dad's buying a boat, so I don't know. It's his third one. Maybe he'll be satisfied on that one.
No.
I'm still
Not a
trying to
chance.
figure,
My dad does seem relatively satisfied for all that's going on in his life. He seems like he hates his job for sure. He works way too much, but like
Yeah.
he always seems pretty content. It's like, yeah, I got fucking work at 11 until 10, but I wake up a little early so I can golf for 3 hours, go to work, and then on the weekends I bang my girlfriend and she makes me food. So we have the same conversation every morning.
Going out to Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna go plow out on you. See you next week, Brennan.
Greenwich
he
Village.
seems,
I'm hip.
he seems like if I look at his life from the outside, it seems like he should be upset more. He's doing pretty well mentally as far as the outsider can see. So I say he's satisfied.
Okay. Ross's dad's buying a boat.
Yeah.
So
I have a boat in the
we'll bring it
backyard.
back on
next,
in 2 years
next
to
to the
figure out
pit.
how that's going on.
There is a mystery boat that I don't think works. It's just a junkyard back there. Yeah.
I'd say 50% satisfied.
Okay. All right.
My dad has recently started to say that he's like I have to, I gotta make my settle my affairs so I so when I die everyone is has has what they need. And I'm like, what is happening? Like,
That sounds like a satisfied man. He doesn't care. He's like, well, my mission is complete. I just got to make sure everyone gets what they deserve from
I'm on my
me
way
dying.
out. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, the fact that he sounds so content with being like, yeah, I'm pretty much done on this mortal Earth. Like, I'm done.
Let my death rattle ring out and get rid of my mortal coil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that they're satisfied that they just accepted. I guess.
I feel like my dad just did
mediocrity.
had a big like mental revelation. So I'm kind of wondering if he did like an acid trip or like he had like a shroom experience, and he was like,
Interesting.
I'm gonna die. Can't
hanging out for us.
do anything about it.
Your dad could need to take some acid or shrooms or something.
He could, yeah. I'll spike his drink next time.
You should do that. That should be like once he presents you with his will.
I'll put him on a ride, baby.
Let's do it.
He's
Me and you, Dad.
gonna immediately ask for that back and say, "I got to change a few things." I've come to some realization.
Like that's like Dad. Let's bond for the first time after you've shown me your will. Let's do acid together.
We're gonna go in these mountains and do a retreat for men.
Yeah, and you'll get to know me as a 30-year-old.
So, Brian, what do you like?
Brian hasn't hit
I guess I
puberty
like
at 30. Is
cartoons.
that so? That is 30-year-old
Yes.
Brian still hasn't hit puberty.
That's right. 30-year-old Brian still has.
Wait, whenever
voice
he's in
cracks.
front of his dad, he just kind of
I clam
coils
up.
up and gets nervous. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
who wouldn't?
Yeah. Well, it used to be worse when he had his mustache. He had all his power. Got rid of the mustache. All the power's gone.
cannot
he's
shave
nothing.
the mustache.
Do not. Ross was trying to gas me up to grow a mustache last time I saw him.
Dude, I was 100%. Yeah, do it.
I haven't
Still
done
I
it.
got this fucking woolly thing hanging off my face.
Yeah.
So
It's not bad. It suits you. I just don't know. I think
Well,
I said
because
this to
I'm
you that
bald.
day. I mean that's definitely part of the look, but me with a mustache, it'll come out. See, Brian's facial hair works because it's all the same color, at least. Like you would think mine would be the exact same, but like you can see here, like my 5 o'clock shadow is dark, but half of it comes out like Brian's color, half of it comes out dark. It just doesn't make any sense. If it was gonna be half and half, I wish it would be like left half mustache blonde, right half black.
You know, I heard of this crazy thing recently called Just Touch for Men.
Oh yeah,
That would've
okay.
been-
I could do that. Give myself salt and
like
pepper.
the marker. Oh, that'd be fucking awesome.
Have like a
Grow out a
full,
beard.
like dirty blonde hair, and then just have gray beard.
You should just honestly just keep it clean and then take a Sharpie and
Color it
pencil in a black stash.
And just be fucking high all day
Darian's-
because I'm sniffing my Sharpie mouth.
Well, one of Darian's friends would marker in his beard.
No
And I was
shit.
like, that's
No one would probably
crazy.
really know. Yeah,
Huh.
that's what Just for
Wow.
Men's probably
Yeah, I mean,
is.
I've
Yeah.
got blonde, but I've never taken that out. I think it looks cool.
It blends in. Yeah,
Yeah.
highlights.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe that's the move. You get half of it dyed blonde, and with hydrogen peroxide, man, right?
Yeah.
Eminem style.
True.
Yeah, just on the upper lip.
Yeah, on one half of it though, just half. Of it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Like a cool scar guy.
Yeah,
Isn't Pedro Pascal have that?
does he? A scar?
I think he's got like kind of a weird streak in his mustache.
I don't know. I haven't looked at him
I
that
thought-
closely. I guess.
Yeah, he does. I think it's the right. Yeah. You could tell people you got struck by lightning.
I get hit right here,
Right in the mustache.
right in the
You're
stash. And now my kisses are electrified.
Hey, I know this is. Oh, sorry, Brian.
No, I was saying nothing.
Oh yeah, so sorry to bring up kisses. I forgot about the rule.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I was
That's right.
also waiting for the Pedro Pascal thing, but I'm gonna ask a question.
Okay.
We're gonna call it Ross's segment. I'm just kidding. I'm not that special.
Ross's really cool questions.
cut this, all of it.
Got it's ready.
um,
I'm not recording.
so, I'm gonna go fuck myself. I forgot.
Okay.
That's why we don't give you a segment. Look what happens.
Yep.
You crumble under
We
the
are the
pressure.
professionals. Leave it to us.
The Pedro Pascal thing really got in my head. I was like, I really got to
Apple
know.
Horn
He's
does.
so
whether he has a
handsome. Oh my
scar.
god, I can't think of a thought.
Does he have a scar?
He does not. No, I lied. I don't know where I fabricated
What
that
the
from.
hell's the matter with
Is a complete imaginary image in my head.
Mandela effect.
That's right.
Well,
The Berenstain Bears, get the fuck out of here. It's Berenstain Bears.
there's so many of those that I can't believe are true.
Yeah.
I do unfortunately have to wrap this up because I forgot that I had a pot at 9. So I'm
Oh my God.
gonna
Okay.
bring us home here real quick.
Oh my god, we don't know. It's like,
Oh, there's one more thing.
how the hell are we gonna do this?
The Happy Dad quiz.
Wow.
I can't let us go without giving us a quiz. This quiz is about dads. May they be happy or not. But it relates to things that might make them happy if they're unhappy. Some of them are TV dads. Majority of them are TV dads. Some of them are just regular dads.
Dad.
But you guys answer. You don't have to buzz in or anything like that. But just listen up. Whoever I hear first gets a point. Are you ready?
You're going down, baby.
First question.
Ross's baby.
Cleaning makes this dad very happy.
Mr. Clean.
Oh,
No. Think TV dads.
Oh fuck! Danny Tanner.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. One for Brian.
man.
Okay, this is not a TV dad. This next one.
Okay.
This unhappy cat is a lookalike to this happy dad.
Garfield?
Not Garfield.
Garfield? No.
It's a famous internet cat.
Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy cat. Looks like
Oh, your dad, Don.
my dad. Yes. That's right. Question number 3. Ska music makes this dad quite angry.
Brian's dad.
Close. It is a real dad. It is a real dad that I'm talking about.
Oh, is it Mr. Ferriella?
No, it is Peter Del Rey's dad. He hates ska music. He heard me listening to it once in the common room and said, "What the fuck is that?"
Did you tell him it's like the embodiment of a kid in middle school finding an extra mozzarella stick in his
I should have said that.
fast food bag?
Then he would have understood. Number 4. What beverage makes Timmy Turner's dad happy? What beverage? Looking for the
Papa
beverage.
Moose?
Eggnog.
What'd you say, Russ?
Eggnog.
Oh.
Papa Moose?
Oh, no, but that's another appearance reference. It is eggnog.
Fuck.
From the Christmas
Nog.
episode.
Eggnog.
Noggy. This cop is an unhappy dad who can't stand his neighbor. This is a TV dad. Can't stand his neighbor. He's a cop.
Well, this is Carl, not Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's his name?
What last name is
Family
with a W?
Matters.
Family Matters.
Carl.
Yeah.
Carl
Carl Winslow.
Winslow.
Fuck yeah! There you
That's
go. Good job, man.
Okay.
I haven't seen that in
Number
forever.
6. This dad is made happy by illegal, unspeakable acts. This is a TV dad.
You got it.
I don't know.
You got it.
Walter White.
No.
What?
Wow, that's what I was thinking.
Different illegal, unspeakable. And it's more so the actor that plays this man.
Kevin Spacey.
Nope. This is, I forget the actor's name, but it's Reverend Camden from Seventh Heaven.
Nope. I'm giving that to Brian. Kevin Spacey.
How would we pick that? They're so nondescript. Walter White is a much better answer.
No. We're talking,
Oh,
this
man.
is a TV dad. Walter White doesn't qualify to me as a TV dad.
And the TV's TV.
Is he really a dad?
Oh, he was.
He has a son who is handicapped, who he's doing this all for.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
that's
sure.
a lie. That's
It's a lie.
It was,
It's a lie.
it was not for his son.
No.
We have to go, Jesse.
His son was barely even a fucking character. Should have been killed.
No.
off.
Imagine if he was like, we have to cook Walt Jr.
He would have done it. If it made more blue stuff, he would have done it. Whatever it took.
Man, I really liked the Kevin Spacey. That
It was close. It was close. Kevin Spacey was closer.
Shit.
This cartoon dad is made happy by the humble mallard.
Jimmy Neutron.
Joe
James.
Swanson.
Nope.
Neutron's
What the
dad
fuck's
is
his
right.
name? Hugh Neutron.
Hugh
Sorry.
Neutron.
Man.
We have 3 more. This is a real dad. This dad wears ripped American Eagle jeans while coaching baseball.
Is that fucking Chris Neary?
No, this is Mike Sanchez's dad. Is it a lot of these? I'll be honest.
You never stood a chance.
I knew these would be impossible
No
for Ross.
shit.
That's why I love these quizzes.
These are great.
They're just for Brian. This hated TV character is the father to a child played by Zach and Cody and shares the name of our guest. You can get it by the last fucking part alone.
Uh,
Well, it's either Ross, Brian, or Brennan, and that's tough.
I'll say it one more time. This hated TV character is the father to a child played by Zach and Cody and shares the name of our guest.
Ross Geller?
Ross Geller.
oh yeah.
Zach and Cody is the name of the characters from another
Right.
show, but I didn't feel like looking
Yes.
up the kid's name.
Let's
Dylan
go.
Cole-Sprouse.
Plug
There you
me.
go. I should have known that.
You don't hate Ross.
He's hated.
I was thinking. I hate. Yeah. Okay.
He's
Generally.
Yeah, this was talked about last episode.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
It was. It was.
It was.
I mean,
and actually, when we met again, Brendan and I met at his place. We talked about
Talked
it.
about it again.
I have a Ross haircut now.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
you
upset
do.
by it.
He's funny.
Hey,
now
I
you're
grew
funny.
up with
finally.
the name. I mean, dude, there's
Yeah,
nothing
that's
worse
tough too.
than
That's tough too.
like Ross from Friends. And
We're on a break.
You hear
I
that
like-
20 times in
I
a
like
night
Ross.
in college, and you're ready to kill Ross.
You're
from
lucky to
Friends.
have his name. Last question.
All right.
Maybe if Ross gets this one, he wins.
Yeah. True.
This beloved movie character was sad that his daddy wasn't there.
Awesome.
I'm out.
Austin Powers. And that's our quiz.
Was that in Gold member?
From Goldmember, yes. You know
Oh,
it.
wow.
The first sequence, right?
Yeah.
Daddy wasn't there.
Take me to
Take me to the fair.
Yes.
Change
Fantastic
my
song.
underwear.
It was Seth Green. Yeah.
Yeah, good shit. Good shit.
Man.
Well, Austin was singing, but yeah.
Well, yeah. His
What?
daddy also wasn't there.
Also
Who played his dad?
Mike Myers, right?
No. Well, Mike Myers was Austin Powers, but Austin Powers' dad was the guy from the butler from
The brother from Batman, yeah. I forget his name.
Batman.
Yes.
No. Oh, dude, he's got such a majestic name too. Wasn't he knighted? Was he knighted?
I
No.
think
He is a
so,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah, he is nice.
Yeah.
It's not.
Hey,
Ian
hey,
McKellen, I know that.
I just realized I totally could have fucking Googled some of these questions. I'm in front of a computer. And
You're
it
a
didn't even-
cheater. You can't Google
Well, I mean-
them.
Most of them were were personal, I feel like. Or
Oh,
stupid,
they
made up.
100% were.
Yeah.
It would've
what
been funny.
Brendan's friend's dad?
A picture of
has
Sanchez's
ripped
dad comes
jeans?
up
would've been
immediately.
It would've- oh, wait, hold on. It was who coached
Little
baseball,
League
right?
baseball.
Who
Little
coached baseball in
LNLL.
league in ripped jeans, and I'm so fucking curious to know what this comes back with. The Bad News Bears. Oh,
Oh, yeah,
shit,
that could have
dude.
worked. That could have worked.
Okay, try to
Yeah,
We
I
were
forgot
versatile.
about that.
Yeah.
Man,
All right.
that's tough.
Brendan, you gotta go. So
I got to go
let's
and pee
let's-
also.
wrap this up.
Ugh.
All right, Ross. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was an absolute pleasure. Had a lot of fun. Do you have anything you'd like to plug or anything you'd like to kind of share that you're into right now that you want to kind of like put out there for everyone else?
Dude, I got nothing. Honestly, this was a huge pleasure. I'm so glad we got to do this after
Yeah.
fucking 8 months, a year,
Yeah.
whatever, however long we've been
It
trying.
was great.
Wasn't worth
Yeah,
it, but
and-
whatever.
It was well worth it. I'm so glad you
Thank
love
you
the
for being a
Happy
fan.
Dads. Like Brian, I did not expect 5. I don't know if I've heard of 5 yet
Wild.
from you.
There have been
From like a beer? I don't know. That's a good point. I'll have to get
A
our statistician
couple.
on that.
yeah.
Peter's
You got
been
a lot of
fine.
listening to
Maybe
do,
there's
so-
nothing
Yeah, that's
Yes.
that's a wild score.
Yeah, I know. I was blown. So I'm super happy, super stoked I was on here, man.
Excellent.
And
Thanks
you
for
know,
coming on.
don't invite me back. I don't
Okay,
ever.
one and done.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is scary. I peed myself
Out on
sitting
top.
here. Yeah, I got nervous.
That's what we hope.
you know?
We hope that from all of our guests. If you don't pay
Farted in my pants.
during the show, then what are you even doing in the Hoppy Boys?
No, this was legit and awesome. I appreciate it, guys.
Of course.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Brendan. Plug.
Listen to the Lonely Boys. We're in our final season.
Wow.
Listen to the Blitzball Boys. Listen to the Sandy Boys on patreon.com/boysmedia. And I guess I'll pee myself too.
Cool. So kind of, and this, of course, is at the end when if you're watching it, you already are on there. But
Yeah.
Hobby Boys has moved.
We're
to
on
a new YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
So we have
Right there. They moved right there.
it's around here somewhere.
There it is.
We are at the Hobby Boys on YouTube. We decided to kind of split our channels to kind of separate.
Doesn't it feel
the
good? So
different
good to
shows,
say.
so-
Just go to type in Hoppy Boys and you find the Hoppy Boys channel. It makes so much
Yeah.
sense. It's such a beautiful thing.
So go there, subscribe if you want to subscribe. Watch the videos there. If you want to email us, please do it at hobbyboyspod@gmail.com. The same email, same Instagram and Twitter accounts at the Hobby Boys Pod.
Email us so we can start cultivating an email list to send out our
That's right.
joke books.
If you want them. And that's pretty much it. So I guess like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. And remember,